Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas Pinkevičius
and Aušra Pinkevičienė.
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as Total Organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 381 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Ariane, who is our Total Organist student. And she writes, I have just started a new job and I find it extremely challenging to focus on anything else. And Erika wrote in our communication channel on Basecamp, I struggle with the same feeling and there are times when I don't get any practice in for a while. But I find that if I force myself to practice for 5 minutes a day, then I will be more likely to practice 10-15 minutes the next day. And pretty soon my love for practicing returns. Until the next crisis. Keep it up, I'm cheering for you. And of course Ariane replied, thanks a lot for your words. I think I will start straight away with what you suggested. I'm glad I'm not alone out there. What's your first impression, Aušra?
Well, that it's very nice, that we have this Basecamp platform where, people can share their experience and support each other. I think it's very important.
Exactly. If you are alone on this organ playing journey, then it takes a very high motivation to persevere in lows and difficult times. But when you have other people struggling in the same way or similar way that you are struggling on the same journey basically, then you really feel not alone, like Ariane said. And you keep pushing through the bad times and hope for the best.
Yes, because you always will have some bad times. Like having a new job, or being sick, for example. Now I haven't touched any keyboard for 11 days already, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a sinus infection and I have a fever, so what good practice would do for me? Nothing, probably. So I just have to, go through all this stuff and then to resume my practice. And it's okay, things happen.
Yeah, we try to take our minds and bodies seriously and take care of them so that they would take care of us, right? We don't recommend overexerting ourselves, especially when people have illnesses.
But also the one thing that I understood, while being sick, and it's not the first time that I understood it, but, as time goes by, I used to forget about it. And it's not a good thing because, as Ariane wrote that, her job takes everything from her and she cannot practice. I think that none of us would need to focus on our job so hard, because, job is job, but it will not, it will not make you feel better. And sometimes I thought that, let's say, in my work I'm irreplaceable, for example, at school. But that's such a not true.
You think that you are irreplaceable, right? Or replaceable?
I thought that I was irreplaceable, but now I don't think so.
Because somebody else is working for you while you are sick.
Sure. And plus, we had such a case in our school, actually, that one colleague of ours died just recently. And nobody at school knew about it. And we have sort of institution which, pays...
social care.
Yeah, social care institution. Mm-hmm. And we called to school to inquire while, we are still paying this person because she is dead already.
Mm-hmm. But the school didn't know.
And that's how school, found out about it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what, your job does for you, that you might pass away and nobody will even notice that, you disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is horrible.
It is a little bit disturbing how...
I think it's very disturbing, and it's, it teaches us to take better care of ourselves and don't be so much tied to any job.
Mm-hmm. You are not your job title. You are much more. You are free to be whatever you want to be.
I'm not telling that, job is not important and you don't have to do it. Of course, it pays your bills. But even if it does that, you still need, to have some time for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And for your hobbies.
Exactly.
And for your, friends and your family.
And even if we are not talking about death, right? But what happens if you're no longer needed at that job, right? And they try to replace you with somebody else, somebody more personally appealing, perhaps. Then you get kicked out. And what you do then, if you spend decades immersing in this job and giving fully giving yourself to this position and work, then there is sort of emptiness and you don't know what to do next.
True. We have such an old saying in Lithuanian that, if what people do with old horses that are not suited for work, we just shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a nice saying, but it's so much true.
Yeah, or give them into sausages. Make them into sausages. That's even worse.
That's gross. With us, you shouldn't talk like this.
Alright, so advice for Ariane and Erika, who focusing extremely on their jobs and struggle with, playing the organ at the same time. If organ is important to you, important enough that you will want to practice it from time to time regularly, then as Erika says, just do it for 10-15 minutes a day at first, right? Try not to skip any day, even if you don't have an access to the instrument itself. Just take out the music in front of you, put it on the table, and play it in your head while moving your fingers on the table and your feet on the floor, pretending that you're on the organ bench. Would that be considered as organ practice, Osha?
Sure, it could be considered. In general, I think that, practicing organ needs to give you some sort of satisfaction, pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
You need to find pleasure in your practice. Maybe it's not very easy every time when you are drilling, for example, hard spots. But I think if you find joy in practicing, you will find time for doing it.
Exactly. Ausra, do you miss your practice now when you're sick?
Sure, but I didn't miss it, at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
because I was really feeling very bad at the beginning of this infection. But now when I'm getting, better, yes, I feel need for practicing.
Okay, if you continue to recover, what do you think? When do you think you presume to get on the organ bench again?
In a few days, probably.
Later this week?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Today is Monday, so probably on Saturday.
Nice. Thank you, guys. We hope this was useful to you. Please keep sending us your wonderful questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, the sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your essays, courses, and all your help.
Robert writes, I found the fingerings, registration ideas, and general comments to be excellent.
John writes, I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you were teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor.
Robert writes, it has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching.
Ron writes, Hi Vidas and Ausra, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Ausra and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward.
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Ausra from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.